So I'm trying to get the internet to work on my Raspberry Pi, but as you can see, yeah. So I entered in my internet Wi-Fi password. It shows up with the modem, but I'm not going to obviously show that today, obviously for privacy reasons. So let's just close this. And I've not got anything set up on here yet because there's nothing to set up on here yet because I can't enter the internet on it. So what I did was I hooked it up to the Ethernet on my computer, and it's giving me a couple options here. Let's try this one right here. And it's doing something, it's loading. So cannot be reached, no internet. Just a moment. Obviously so I got it set up as a Ethernet port, connected to my PC into the rear of it, and no internet. So it was working before though. I was getting internet for a brief while, and then for some reason it just completely shut off. And I'm still getting internet perfectly fine on my PC, but for whatever reason I can't get internet on this, which sucks because it makes getting the drivers for the touchscreen is why I got this, so I can be able to use this on the go as a portable computer. I do not like smartphones, so I'm trying to build myself little computers. I'm just running all of this disassembled so I can try and troubleshoot things. And what I need for the touchscreen is essentially a line of code and the internet to work, or if I could be able to boot it from a hard drive, the code that I required and everything, then I would definitely plug my hard drive into this and get it to run. So yeah, I'm completely befuddled as to why the Wi-Fi ain't working, because I put it in properly both times. It's running Raspbian OS. Let's just go up to the top menu thing here. So yeah, I don't know what to do. So here's the little connection. Open. Oh, it is there. Yeah, I got my. Let me just see if that'll work briefly. And I don't know if that's going to work or not, but if that does, it would have showed up with something, but I'm not getting any kind of signal or anything to it. So either I got a really bad Raspberry Pi Model B, or I don't know. I installed 32-bit, and it's this should be running over Ethernet perfectly fine. It was running for a while over Ethernet, but it seemed to just randomly stop, and it's all lit up on both ends. I checked just before to make sure it was properly plugged in. I didn't pull it or didn't come loose or anything. So I don't know. I can't obviously keep repeating the same troubleshoots, because otherwise it's just going to get me frustrated and upset, and no point trying to do the exact same thing to hope for different results and all the rest. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with this silly thing. It's using Chromium and all that, so I don't know. Yeah. So if there is a way to boot everything without needing it to connect to the internet, I don't have to worry about using this for internet, because most of the time this is going to be a touchscreen device that I use for when I'm not on the internet, when I'm out and about, for carrying media, videos, audio files. Essentially this is going to be everything but internet-wise. So I'm just going to, yeah. So this isn't for retro gaming, this is just for text and video files and video and audio and stuff. You get what I mean. So it does not need to be a super powerful thing that's, you know, super cool. It just needs a little fan. I do have a small fan for it. I'm just putting this bigger one on it just to, while I'm essentially doing all of this crazy stuff with it, plugging all this externals in. It is plugged in through GPIO on the back. Let me, on the side here, just put the fan aside for a brief second. So yeah, it's connected by GPIO pins, 4 at that end and a few right there, and that's it. Also, try to figure out, you know, where the extra pin, you know, which extra pins I can plug the fans into, because they were usually plugged into some of the ones that were plugged in there, and it's just like, seriously, is there a way to boot these things off of a SD, like off of a USB drive, the extra code that I need to make the touch screen work, you know, because I can't, you know, get that to work. It's a shame they don't make ones that, you know, have all the code, you know, all the code pre-installed into the screens. Like, you know, they have a small memory file for that. Oh well, that's enough, you know, talking. Hope you guys can figure out a way to help me, if you can, or even want to.